2 Weeks in Another Town is a 1962 drama film based on a novel by Irwin Shaw, directed by Vincente Minnelli, and starring Kirk Douglas, Edward G. Robinson, Cyd Charisse, Claire Trevor, Daliah Lavi, George Hamilton, and Rosanna Schiaffino. The film depicts the shooting of a romantic costume drama in Rome by a team of decadent Hollywood stars. It contains several references to a previous successful Minnelli movie, The Bad and the Beautiful, also starring Douglas. The story was seen by some as a reelaboration of the past relationship between actors Tyrone Power and Linda Christian and producer Darryl Zanuck. Plot: once an established movie star, Jack Andrews has hit rock bottom. An alcoholic, he has been divorced by wife Carlotta, has barely survived a car crash and has spent 3 years in a sanitarium recovering from a nervous breakdown. Morris Kruger, a film director who once was something of a mentor to Andrus, is also a has-been now. However, he has landed a job in Italy, directing a movie that stars a handsome, up-and-coming young actor, Davy Drew. Andrews is offered a chance to come to Rome and play a role in Kruger's new film. He is crestfallen upon arriving when told that the part is no longer available to him. Kruger's mean-spirited wife, Clara, doesn't pity him a bit, but Andrews is invited to take a lesser job assisting at Cinecittà Studio with the dubbing of the actor's lines. While working, he socializes with the beautiful Veronica, but she actually is in love with Drew. The actor is having a great deal of difficulty with his part and the movie is already over budget and behind schedule. Kruger's stress also is increased by the constant harping of Clara, resulting in a heart attack that sends the director to the hospital. Andrews is asked to take over the director's chair and complete the film. Glad to do this favor for Kruger, he takes charge and gets the film back on schedule. The actors respond to him so much that Drew's representatives tell Andrews the actor will insist on his directing Drew's next film. Proud of what he has done, Andrews goes to Kruger in the hospital, delighted to report the progress he's made, only to be attacked by Clara for trying to undermine Kruger and steal his movie from him. Andrews is shocked when Kruger sides with her. An all-night descent into an alcohol-fueled rage follows. Carlotta goes along as a drunk and Andrews gets behind the wheel of a car and races through the streets of Rome, nearly killing both of them. At the last minute, Andrews comes to his senses. He vows to return home, continue his sobriety and get his life back on track. Production: George Hamilton was cast as a troubled, funky James Dean-type actor, for which I couldn't have been less appropriate, as he later admitted. 2 Weeks in Another Town was created by the same team that earlier worked on another film about the movie business, The Bad and the Beautiful. Director: Vincente Minnelli. Producer: John Houseman. Screenwriter: Charles Schnee. Composer: David Raxon. Male star: Kirk Douglas. And studio: MGM. Both movies also feature performances of the song "Don't Blame Me" by Leslie Uggams in 2 Weeks and by Peggy King in The Bad and the Beautiful. In one scene of the former, the cast watches clips from The Bad and the Beautiful in a screening room, presented as a movie that Douglas's character, Jack Andrews, had starred in. 2 Weeks is not a sequel. However, the characters in the two stories are unrelated. In the scene where Jack Andrews searches for David Drew in nightclubs in Rome, the song is O Pellirosa, featuring the Italian singer and drummer Gigi Di Giacomo. Reaction: critical. Bosley Crowther in his New York Times review of August 18, 1962 wrote, "The whole thing is a lot of glib trade patter. ridiculous and unconvincing snarls, and a weird professional clash between the actor and director that is like something out of a Hollywood cartoon. Quote, box office. According to MGM Records, the film earned $1 million in the US and Canada and $1.5 million elsewhere, leading to an overall loss of $2,969,000. Cast: Kirk Douglas as Jack Andrus, Edward G. Robinson as Morris Kruger, Cyd Charisse as Carlotta, Claire Trevor as Clara Kruger, Daliah Lavi as Veronica, George Hamilton as Davy Drew, Rosanna Schiaffino as Bazelli, James Gregory as Tom Bird. See also, List of American films of 1962. 2 Weeks in Another Town on IMDb.